That's my name up there. So look, there's a couple things. Me talking to y'all is really a big deal. I was just in Coach Rump's office, and I said a little prayer, which is new for me, and you're going to see why here in a minute. But if you look up here, I've coached in 10 of these, lost 2. Y'all know who I lost to? Y'all, baby! Y'all! 35-31 and 44-16 made me like it that year. Made me like it. But I'm from New Orleans. I went to a school called John Curtis. And I coached at LSU. From LSU, I went to the NBA. So I was a strength coach. So I could do a different sport. So I went to the New Orleans Hornets. They're the Pelicans now. And so I had David West, Chris Paul, Tyson Chandler, all of them. So I did that for 3 seasons, and then Coach Saban called me in 2007 to go to Alabama. So I'm 27 years old, young, dumb, and full of, exactly right, you know what I was going to say? But 27, now I'm the strength coach at Alabama. Now, I know y'all think of Alabama as a good team, but when Coach Dabo left, there was a big gap where they weren't very good, right? So we walked into a bit of a nightmare. Didn't know that, but I'm the strength coach. And this is 2007. I'm supposed to take a program, help it win, right? 27 years old. First thing they do, this is what they do to me. Jumbotron, a strength coach on the Jumbotron. Now that's crazy just to think about it. Crazy. But my ego, I'm the man now. I'm the man. So then I go to my goals. All right, 2009, I did my 2nd national championship as a coach. And so I started doing goals. Every player I've ever coached, every single player I've ever coached, ever walk in my door, in my office, we talked about goals, right? I'm sure y'all all talk about goals, right? You write them down, you put them in a notebook, you never see them goals again. Or you put them in a spot, maybe you check them out every once in a while. All right, so I'm going to teach you a little something about the way that I've always taught it, right? You get a Post-it, and you write your top 2, top 3 of your biggest, baddest goals you can think of. So I did my Post-it, right? I wanted to win 10 national championships. Crazy! Nobody talks like that. That's nuts, right? I want to develop 50 first rounders. What? Who does that, right? And I want to make X amount of dollars. I put money on there. It was so crazy that my wife even looked at it one time and said, "Baby, what you got? You're a strength coach. You don't make money like that." I'm like, "Shh, who you talking to? You on my team now, right? This is what we finna make together. You ain't never gonna work." Right? Because if you put this Post-it in the right spot, this is the key to the whole drill. If you put this Post-it on a mirror, you know where you brush your teeth every morning? Some of y'all once a week, but morning and night is how it's supposed to be done with that yuck mouth. But you put that Post-it on that mirror, right to the right or to the left, and you put them goals on there that you really about, guess what you got to look at next? The man in the mirror. You got to look at you. So, and I'm not talking about some small ones. These are huge goals. Gigantic, right? I'm talking about if you really want to be that first pick in that 2025 draft. You really want to be that first pick, that number 1 pick, and you put that on your Post-it. And you got to look in the mirror. How does that guy walk? How does he talk? How does he practice? What's his lifestyle talking about? How's he coming to this meeting? Because the guy exists, right? So I know you're here for education, get championships, and then go on to the next level, right? That's the goal, that's the dream. But if you're going to put it in a spot, I'm talking about put it in a spot where you got to look at you every single day. Now, there's some days I was looking at this, and I was like, that ain't me. So what do I have to do? The next day I got to double up. I got to double up. So am I really that guy? really that guy. Because if you put it in the right spot, if you put it in that mirror, not only it's going to come to life, it's going to explode. You will bust through doors. Also put me on ESPN.
Thank me now, thank me later. Yeah. Let's go to work. I don't care what you did yesterday. If you're happy with it, you got bigger problems. Boom, boom. Oh! Give me that. Give me that. Oh, I can't get it. Yeah, that's my ball. Yeah! Doubt me, pay the price. That's all I'm saying. If you are satisfied, if you are not hungry, you need to check yourself. That was day one. If you feel that poor me, get it out of here. Why are we standing around? If it feels good, you ain't doing it right. Right now is your chance. Right now is your opportunity. Right now, you gotta make today count.
Coach Cochran, he's the lifeline of our program. He's definitely our leader as far as inspiration and as far as motivation.
Outrageous, man. I don't know. You can't contain that guy. You know, when he was loose cannon. He's wild. Yeah, I'm hoarse from just yelling out of practice. He yells every day, and he's still got his voice. I don't know how he does it.
It ain't playtime. You ain't cheating me, you cheat you. Just know this little man creates monsters. Make today count.
So in 2012, I started getting these headaches that are unbearable. These monster headaches, unbearable headaches. So they tried blood thinners, they tried the beta blockers. And then all of a sudden, they said, here, try these things, they're called Oxy. And the doc said, they might be addictive. You might struggle. Come on now, I'm on ESPN. I'm on the Jumbotron, you heard? Like, come on. Like, I'm not playing, I'm like addicted, come on. So I start taking them, right? Headaches are gone, I can go. I can roll. I can work all day, no headaches. It's working out fine, right? It's so good that I'm on 60 Minutes. Addicted, huh?
Now on 60 Minutes Sports, we focus on the strength of Alabama's program, literally. Over much of the past year, Saban and his staff gave us a behind-the-scenes look at how Bama was built, brick by brick, from the sparkling facilities to the physical training the Crimson Tide must endure. It was in the weight room that we encountered one of the most unusual characters in all of sport, a man you have to hear to believe.
You're a Bentley right now. I'm just gonna put spinners on that thing.
I'm having all this success. This is 2015. All right, I've got about 4 or 5 national championships as a strength coach. I'm killing the game. One doc's giving me 120 pills a month. I got another doc in Mississippi giving me 120 pills a month. Do the math. I needed to go to the street because it wasn't adding up. My headaches would show up, I'd need more. So I've got a huge problem. I gotta fix that problem, right? So I keep grinding. Now don't get it twisted. I'm strength coach of the year. We're winning. Everything's going great. I always put this up. I always like to show this because this is where my ego comes into play. So we lose to y'all 35-31. And when you show up for the national championship and lose, they give you a participation award. They give you a trophy. So we played y'all the next year in the Final Four, and that trophy's sitting in my office. You know, normally you should put that trophy in a glass case, like the second team in the freaking college football. You should keep that. I grabbed it after we beat y'all. I apologize for my language. Now I'm on Regions commercial.
What means about managing your money?
Whoa, Sadie, you got this. Yeah! Yes, sir.
Yeah! So I got it figured out. I'm taking 10 pills a day. I'm on commercials. We winning championships. I got all these accolades. I'm making more money than I know what to do with. I'm killing all my goals. I'm dominating all my goals. Everything's going great. But I got this hidden secret. I got this thing nobody knows about. When I mean nobody has a clue about. Whenever I come to talk to teams, every time I see a coach, like I was just talking to Coach Rum, he's like, man, you were using Nen? Yup. And it gets worse and worse. But I know how to fix this. I'm gonna leave Bama. I'm gonna leave strength and conditioning. I'm gonna get up out of here because my problem's in Tuscaloosa. My problem's in Alabama. That's where all my drug dealers are. That's where my docs are. If I leave here, I'll be straight, right? Does that remind y'all of anything in your world? The transfer portal, right? Well, I was 40 years old, and my transfer portal told me I had to get out of Alabama and go somewhere else. Because the problem isn't there. The problem's in Tuscaloosa, right?
Worthwhile in life, you've got to be hungry. So every day I was working to develop myself. Young, ready, and hungry.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.
Coach Cochran and all his staff had a lot to do with my success.
Coach Clutter, that's what hurt me so much.
Too clutch.
So I'm fixed, right? I left all that behind me. Left all that behind me. I'm on a new mission. All that stuff's over there. They ain't got drug dealers in Athens. They don't have them there, right? They ain't got those problems there. But that's what I'm gonna fix it, right? Like transfer portal, I'm gonna go jump over to this team and I'm gonna wake up every morning at 5 a.m. I'm gonna do my favorite, right? So I'm gonna stay sober. I'm gonna shoot. I'm special teams now. I ain't gotta be a straight. I ain't gotta yell no more. Woo! I'm straight. But no, Doc, I can't get addicted. I won't get addicted to this stuff. Man, I'm on commercials. I'm winning championships. I'm making killer money. Life is too good. That'll never happen to me. No way. No shot. So I go on a new journey, right? So everywhere I go now, this is what I call lanyard. This is extra because I ain't supposed to be here, all right? I'm not supposed to be here. So I go to rehab. So during rehab, I'm there for 30 days. But I got to get through this withdrawal thing. So over a 10-day period, and nobody knows but my wife. No one has a clue. It's just my wife. And obviously the rehab. So I'm Zooming recruits. I'm Zooming with staff. Nobody has a clue what's going on. So I go here. My withdrawals are so bad, in a 10-day period, I had 8 hours of sleep. I had one of them Fitbits. 8 hours total sleep in 10 days. And this is where I found God. This is where I heard him say, "Can you hear me now?" Because every night I would try to go to sleep, be like, I'm Catholic, so I'd say my Hail Marys, my Our Fathers, like I'd go through the motions. After a couple of days of not sleeping, I'm like, I gotta try a different route. So I started talking to him. Got 15 minutes. Next night, started talking to him again. Got 30. And all of a sudden I got 2 hours. So my relationship started to grow in that moment. So I go there for my 30 days. COVID lifts. I'm clean. I'm good. I got this. I got it. I got a picture of this because right after this press conference, I got 2 months sober. Ain't no way I'm ever going back, right? The thing about addiction is addiction don't care, right? When you go back, you go right back where you left off. You go right back where you left off. So if you got a certain amount you do, when you go back, you're going back to that plus. So I'm in this press conference. Mind you, again, I'm going to tell you, I was just a strength coach. I'm doing a press conference. I'm special teams now, but I'm doing a press conference. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about that life. I'm up front. I kill it. That's what I turn to. I have a little success. I can't handle it. I can't handle my own success. But now I just came back from rehab. So there are no docs. So when you go to docs, when you go to rehab, you got to eliminate docs out of your life. You tell the rehab who you're getting prescribed from, and they send like the FBI to them. So now I'm all in the streets. So I'm getting every pill off the streets. These are expensive, very expensive habit. Again, all through my nose. Again, killing it. Special teams is like #1 in the SEC, #3 in the country. Like I'm balling. Nobody has a clue that I got a problem, except maybe my wife, and she's giving me the drug test. My wife's giving me, come on now. You already know, I can cheat them all day. CVS, no shot. So I'm finding ways to get through. 2021, I say I'm done. I'm going to rehab for real this time. When I get to rehab, they drug test me. Now I thought I was getting Oxy, maybe Molly, maybe some Adderall. That's what I thought I was getting. When I took this piss test and they gave me the results, all it was fentanyl. Norfentanyl and carfentanil. Carfentanil is the one if you touch you die. That was all up in my system. So I thought I was just gonna go for a refresher, another 30-day piece, a little 30-day nugget, right? They said, bro, you're gonna die. You can't leave until we say you can leave. So I stayed for 100 days. Man, talk about free from drugs. It's like free. I get to go back and do my thing. I get my 2-year chip. That needs love on that little bit. Guys, be clapping for your boy. I get my 2-year chip. Man, life is good. 2023 season comes. I got 8 national championships. Shoot, I'm right there on my goals. I got 8 of them things. You know I'm gonna get to 10. I'm gonna hit one of my goals. Not so fast. My ego got to me. I picked back up middle of the season last year. Picked right back up where I left off. And that's why I'm in front of you now. Is because recovery is real. Like, it's real. I'm 7 months yesterday. So y'all give me some real love on that 7 months. So that's legit. Right? So I'm 7 months now. Right? And I'm battling every day to get my connection with God. So what is real recovery? Listen, I learned this from coaching y'all. That top one, that's your integrity. That's your character. What you do when nobody's watching. That's all that is. That's who you are when nobody's watching. Because there's no way I'm putting my pills out front on the coffee table. I'm hiding. I'm in the back room with mine. So when nobody's watching, that's where my connection with God comes into play. Do I really want this? Do I really want this sober life? Same question for y'all. Do you really want what you put on that Post-it? Like, do you really want it? Like when you're having a tough day, when you're having a tour day, when you got things going on, when academics is hitting, when moms is hitting, all these distractions are coming through. Do you really want what you put on that Post-it? Right? For me, do I really want to stay sober? Right? And now I focus on right where I'm at. I'm going to be right where my feet are 24/7. If I start thinking about, what's my future going to be? Whoo! I start freaking out. I start worrying about all the wrong stuff. If I start thinking about the back, behind me, I start getting regret. I start getting shame. But if I can stay right here, right in this moment, and be right where my feet are at, I have success. I have success. So a couple people I wanted to talk about real quick. A couple of the stories here. Everybody knows who this is, right? Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna tell you about him. Talking about clutter. Talking about things that bother you. He wins the Heisman. Wins the Heisman Trophy. We gotta go play a Final Four game. I think we're playing Michigan State. First half, I think he's got like -5 yards. Every time he touches the ball, he thinks he's got to score. In his head, he's like, I won the Heisman over these quarterbacks. I won the Heisman over these other guys. I got to prove to the world that I deserve the Heisman. So his mind, his self-talk was out of this world. His self-talk in the beginning, what he said to himself, was elbow up because he had never gotten a handoff before. When he was a freshman, his self-talk was elbow up to get the ball. That's all it was, because he used to get the snap directly in high school, so he couldn't get a handoff very well. But he knew if he got his hands on the ball, he's going to gain yards. But now, all of a sudden, his self-talk is, I'm the Heisman Trophy winner. I got to score every time I touch it. So during the whole first half, every time he came to the sideline, he's getting blown up. Every time he came to the sideline, every player, every coach coming up to him, man, got it, next play. You good, next play. He's getting so mad he can't even be coached. He gets so mad he puts me right in front of him and says, you tell everybody that comes near me that I'm fine, I'm good. You know that. You know when you go to your teammate, he says, I'm good. You know he's all kinds of messed up, right? So at halftime, I grabbed his chair and I put it in the shower. And I said, before the coaches come out, just take a breath. I want you to breathe. I want you to chill out. I want you to tell me what your positive self-talk is before you come back out. And I gave him a little note that said, let the game come to you. Let the game come to you. You're forcing it right now. So when he came up, coach called him up. His self-talk came to something different. He said, hit the hole. Hit the hole. And obviously he had 100+ yards that game. But this was his messages, right? Got to remove that clutter. Where does the clutter come from? Everybody sitting in here, right? Clutter y'all get right now is camp, right? Some depth charts might be messing you up. You got outside noise. You got social media. You got all these things. But the biggest clutter is probably family. Man, you know you this. You know you that. And you got to be able to block them out. Because if you don't understand how to block them out and how to fix your self-talk, because your vocabulary to yourself matters. If you don't figure that out, if this guy didn't figure it out, y'all probably wouldn't even know who he was. Because for 2 years, he read a card. He read a card. He was on the scout team for 2 full years. Didn't even know what the defense was. He thought he was an edge rusher. Thought he was an edge rusher. Because he came in at like 230 pounds. And he thought, I'm an edge rusher. Then we moved him to the 5. And he's reading the card. He has no idea about how to play defense or any of that stuff. But he just puts his head down and grinds. Never complains. Nothing. And then he gets hit in the mouth right for a spring ball. Coach says, hey, I'm going to move you to the nose. He's like, I'm 280 pounds. I can't play nose. I can't hit what? I want to be edge. Like I'm 280 heavy. I'm really 272. I was like, man, just trust it. Trust it. Just trust it. Trust the process. Trust your coaches. 2 days. 2 days of pads. After that second practice, he comes to my office so excited. He's like, these big dudes can't touch me. How did the coaches know? How did the coaches know that I could play the 0? I thought at best I'd be a 5. I'm killing every center, every guard there is. Smashing every single one of them. But that would have never happened if he would have been like, man, you know what? Nah, coach, I'm not going past 5. I'm 5'10". I'm not DT. That's it. I'm not going down. He would have chose his way, right? Ooh, baby, this is my favorite one. What separates the best teams from the great teams to the one team. The separating factor, connection, togetherness, right? That's just words. They're just words. But what does that mean? If you got a team that's throwing punches like this, you lose. You come together, you got a chance. You come together, you got a chance. And I see y'all just being around the building today. Y'all are a tight group. Y'all around each other a lot. I got a trick to make sure, because everything happens at practice, right? We practice 1,000 times more than we ever play a game. That's the game of football. That you chose, right? The toughest sport in the toughest environment to be the baddest man to walk the planet, right? Chose that sport. Now, how do you become that one team? That one team. Coming together. Now, think about it like this. If you were 1 through 5, if you're a 1, you don't want to get off the couch, right? You're tired, you're bloated. Not today. If you're a 5, I can take 1, 2, maybe 3 with me. Means I can up them at practice. I can give them enough juice where we all go. We all go. Which one of y'all's teammates is a 5 every day? Don't be afraid, tell me. Stand up. Whoever that 5 is, stand up. They just said your name. Come on now, take some pride in it. Anybody else? You got 1? Who else? We got 1 on the whole team? Good, stand up. Yup. Got 2? Who else? Come on! 3. Oh, we got 3. 4. So let me ask my 5s. If you had a teammate come to you and said that they were a 2 today, at practice, in this film room, like, man, I'm blowed today. I'm a 2, can you carry me? No problem, right? Do you think if any of them were ever a 2, they could come to you and be like, man, if you down, I gotta get you up, right? Everybody having each other's back, right? 100%. Right? Y'all give them some love. So this is what I'm getting at. If you want to be a team that comes together, if you want to be a team that wants to be that one team, there's only one at the end, right? If that's a goal, learn each other. And all you got to do is know, if I'm a 2 that day, right when I walk in the film room, I know to go find a 5. If I'm a 2 and I go to, and he's like, bro, I'm a 2 too, grab him, y'all go find a 5 together. And this is all energy. This is something you can control. Because by period 2 of practice, you won't even know whether you a 2 or 5 because you'll be gone. You know the practices, right? The practices, they just fly by. They fly by. Those are the ones. You're trying to have one of those every single day. So there's your little trick, right? There's your trick. Next trick, my D-line and my ride outs. My D-line and my wide out. I want you to understand something. They are going to hold you every play. Every single play, they gonna hold you. There's only 2 things that get held in this world. 2 things. Y'all know what they are? Babies and bitches. So do not go to this with the officials. Do not do this. They're holding me. No! Hell no! Do not look at no officials say, they're holding me. Special teams, if they're holding you, you better figure it out. Because they ain't calling it. You Clemson. They not calling it. You are not getting the benefit of the doubt. If you have an indestructible mindset, if your head is, I don't give a damn what the official says, I don't care what they talking about, I'm going to bust your ass for 5 seconds to play. That's it. It's a one-on-one battle. One-on-one battle. So no matter what, when the little officials go look in their little bitch-assness thing, when they go do all that, I mean, all you guys, give him a touchdown. I just want to bust this dude's ass one more time. I want to bust it one more time. When you have that type of, you got that? It's on. No one wants to mess with you. Nobody. So just so you know, that's the mentality you gotta have. Oh, who put this up here? Damn, we were talking about good stuff. Who put that on there? Does everybody know this? What marijuana does to athletes? Accelerates muscle fatigue. Ha! Not your boy! Not me, baby, no, but not your boy! That's what I said. Reduces exercise duration. Decreases coordination. Decreases alertness. We talk about a game of inches, right? Game of inches. But do you really want what you put on that Post-it? Like, do you really want what you put on that Post-it? If this is affecting you, I'm gonna have my phone number on there. I'm gonna have my social, I'm gonna put it up there. You hit me anytime, and I'll help you get through this. Real talk, ain't nobody's business. Nobody's gonna know. But this is real. This man right here, he's got a rule. In season, nothing to defile his body. I'm like, damn, that's not a lot. That's like 6 months, 7 months. He's like, no, I'm a pro. I'm 10 months. The season is 10 months. 10 months long. I'm not putting no bitch assness in my body. Not doing it. Not for anyone. Because he wants to put on a gold jacket. Okay. Why? It makes no sense. So Calvin Ridley gets drafted to the Falcons. He's there. He pulls him in my office. And he goes, hey, we don't do it for 10 months. We don't do it. I'm like, bro, I don't get it. Why? Like, I thought that was better than alcohol. I know it's better than my problem. Right? And he's like, NFL, hamstrings. He goes, everybody that gas is in my locker room, hamstrings. Done. Hamstrings. And then they also throw up every time they work out. Because when it gets real bad, their guts get messed up. You're trying to make this much of your life cover your whole life. Right? Football, it's about that much. About that much to cover all this. But do you really want what you put on that Post-it? Do you really want what you put on that Post-it? All right, before I go, it's my last thing for you. Just give me a second right here. You can keep your eyes open, but I want you to visualize your summer going into your 10th grade year. Your summer going into your 10th grade year of high school. You're about to go to camps, about to go show out. You're about to go prove that you should get an offer from Clemson. About to go prove how good am I really. About to go prove how many offers can I get, put it on social media. I got 20 in the bank, I can, yeah, right? That 10th grade going into that summer. If you were standing over yourself right now in 10th grade, if you were looking across that mirror, would your 10th grade self reach across, shake your hand and say, you doing it just like we dreamed about. You doing it just like we dreamed about. This was the goal, this was the plan, you're doing it. Or would he slap the taste out of your mouth? And if you would slap yourself, it ain't too late. It ain't too late. I'm proof that it's not too late. I'm proof of it. Right here before you. I'm proof that it's not too late. So if there's things you got to change in your life, if there's some extra you need to start doing, if your 10th grade self is proud of you, keep doing it. If not, work on it today. You got nothing else to lose, right? My goals now. Number 1. You see anything about championships on that thing? Money? No. I'm going to wake up and ask him. Wake up and talk to him. Tell him please and thank you at a minimum. At a minimum. I'm going to try to be the best husband and father ever, and I'm going to help others, and that's what I'm here for. I got my cell phone number up there. Look, this is for y'all, but even family too. A lot of times people are hitting me up saying, what do I do about an uncle? What do I do about my mom? What do I do about a cousin? That's fine. If you text me, you ain't got to tell me who you are if you want to be anonymous. You ain't got to tell me. I don't care. I just want to help. If you're going through any of this stuff and you need help, I got you. This is what I'm doing this for now. I don't really care about anything else. God gave me this mouthpiece, I'm going to use it. You want to hit me on social media, that's fine. Or just whatever, to see some of the stuff I'm doing, great. That's it, man. I appreciate y'all's time.